talk. Seahawks, okay, absolutely dominated the 49ers 41-6. While the defense set the tone, the offense finished the job, piling on points to help advance Seattle to the NFC Championship. And over their last 4 games, including the postseason, the Seahawks have run for 689 yards with 8 rushing touchdowns. It's the first time Seattle has hit those numbers in a 4-game span since the 2014 season when Marshawn Lynch helped lead the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. Dan, what's been working for Seattle's offense? Why is it so dangerous?
The under center with the quarterback and equipping Sam Darnold with the ability to change the play, or at least change the direction at the line of scrimmage, and their use of their fullback Oots. Okay, so starting point, they're going to get into really what's a bunch. We're going to start with a tight end there, Cooper Kupp. We're going to pay attention to him a ton, and then there's Oots as the fullback. Now, when he goes in motion, I want everyone to pay attention to Sam Darnold, because as he goes in motion and San Francisco sets their defense, you're going to see Sam kind of stand up and say, hey, opposite, 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 or alert, alert, alert. What he's doing is he's telling everybody on the offense, the defense did what we call weak rotation. The safety came down. When the safety goes down and the linebackers boss over, meaning they go to the strength, they want to run away from that run support safety because of leverage. So Sam's communicating to the offense. Now, a lot of their run game, pay attention, ironically, to the receiver, Cooper Kupp. This is going to be essentially a strong crack toss. Kupp is going to down block on the defensive end, which allows pulls by the offensive lineman, run away from the safety support. Outstanding block by Cooper. You get the offensive lineman and the tight end out in space. This is awesome. Now we have a body there, a body there. The fullback leads the way. So there's that first starting point of running away from that safety support. A little bit later in that drive, you're going to get into a similar setup. Fullback goes in motion. Pay attention to Sam. Hey, opposite, opposite, opposite. So what are they doing? What did the defense align with? Here's that weak rotation. Safety drop down here. The linebackers are bossed over. They don't want to run to that drop down safety. They want to run front side. Where's Cooper Kupp? That run's going to go more often than not to Cooper Kupp. Now, last time they were in that look with the fullback in the eye, Cooper Kupp did what? Down blocked, and they pulled the offensive tackle. This is going to be called boss, meaning back on support for that front side backer. This time, the tight end out blocks. Cooper Kupp, instead of crushing the end man, he goes and takes the front side backer, and this is an outstanding job. Fullback leads up, and there's help on the run support. And so then can you marry that and then a bootleg or keeper action game? Fullback, there he is. Cooper Kupp coming in motion. Every time they're in this, they want to run some type of counter or toss. Here goes this front side guard pulling. They're going to ball fake to Walker, and you get down here and down here. Now, what does the defense do? Flow, 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 because they've seen it so much. Little ball fake, and then all of a sudden, nobody's left for Cooper Kupp. Wide open to the flat, easy throw for Sam Darnold, and easy completion. So I think just their commitment to putting the quarterback under center, allowing him to dictate the direction of the run, depending on how the defense sets their front, and just the ability to play football with a fullback on the field, I think has added a new element to their offense. They did a good job to start this season running the ball out of 12 with the 2 tight ends.
Yep.
But I do think just the occasional wrinkle of running with the fullback or the keeper game with the fullback has just added a new wrinkle to their offense, a more used wrinkle.
That was excellent. Mina.
You know what's crazy, Dan, especially because of the competition? I was watching it and I was thinking, this really reminds me of the Niners from a few years ago, like who this team has become, the Seahawks offense, right? Because you highlighted this so well, the skill players are just blocking their butts off. The fullback, Oots, Cooper Kupp, of course, still so effective as a blocker. I thought the tight ends in this game, Barner and Saubert, who names never get mentioned, were involved really impressively on some of the runs, including the touchdowns. And that's really important because for the first half of the season, the Seahawks passing game was so explosive because they would put big bodies on the field. Teams would counter that by playing base defense, putting 3 linebackers, and then they would throw on them. Then teams were able to stop the run without putting those linebackers on the field, and it kind of broke down. And I think what you've seen over the last few weeks, and certainly in the postseason, is Seattle being like, okay, we can run out of these heavy looks, whether it's 21 or 12 personnel. And as a result, defenses are now having to respect it again. In fact, going back to the last time they played the Rams in Week 16, the Rams were in their base defense 44% of the time. That's near the most of the entire season. And that really made life easier for Sam Darnold. Throwing on those looks, he was 10 for 15 for 159 yards. There was a screen, you might remember, to Walker that popped off for a massive gain. They were able to attack the backers. So I just think, the Seahawks offense has gone through kind of this journey over the course of the season, and it feels like now it's rounding into shape where they used to put heavy bodies on the field and they weren't able to run the ball. Now that they can run the ball, they'll be able to throw out of those looks as well.
Yeah, and I just think spinning it to this weekend, I would tell you the one offense that has, for years, given this Rams defense fits would be San Francisco's. And I think the point of this offense really starting to look like San Francisco of years old because of the utilization of 21, certainly in the run game, something to pay attention to for Sunday.
Yeah.
No.